Hello, yogis. Welcome to UNLV On Demand Yoga. My name is Kat, and we are going to do a half hour today of working on our balance. So we're going to do a few standing balance poses. We're going to warm up first. As always, you take breaks when you need to. Child's pose is always there for you. You take modifications when you need to. And so for this class where we're working on balance, a block is really handy, or two. But also, if you need more sort of stability or confidence in your balance, you can position yourself near a wall or near a table or near a chair or a couch, anything that's going to hold you, that is steady, that you can put your hand on, and you won't feel quite so shaky until you work up to balancing completely on your own. So that said, let's get started. We'll start in child's pose. So knees as wide as your mat, booty on your heels, hands in between your knees, and just walking those hands out, tilting the tailbone back as you walk out, seeing how long you can keep the booty on or near the heels, and then arms stretch out to Superman arms, forehead to the mat, elbows off the mat. You can rock side to side in this pose. You can push into one hand, then the other. Again, almost like you're trying to gently push your body into that place where the butt cheeks can touch the heels or get closer to it. And when you're done moving, come to stillness in this pose. Inhale. Let your belly fall, opening up everything on the inhale. Big inhale, hold. And on the exhale, sucking that belly in and blowing out. Getting rid of all the stale air. Two more like that. Big inhale. Feeling your belly and chest widen, hold. Exhale, belly in, ribs compressed. One more inhale. Hold. And exhale. Now take an inhale. Push into your hands, lift your head, curl your toes under, coming into your downward facing dog. Making an upside down V with your body. Gaze is through your knees. Let's start cueing from the heels. So heels are pushing down toward the mat. If you need to bend your knees, do so. Tailbone is tilting up toward the mat. Gaze is through the legs, not down at the mat, because that's a little effort on your neck. Just let the head go. Shoulder blades are wrapping around the spine. Chest is pushing toward the thighs. Hands are pushing. Elbows are locked. Arms are strong. Pedal out your dog, lifting, coming onto the tiptoes of the right foot and pushing the left down. And doing that on both sides, getting a little bit of stretch into the back of the legs. And then coming to stillness, inhale. And on the exhale, taking baby steps, feet walking toward the hands. Again, just noticing when you have to lift the hands up off the mat. There's no challenge except to yourself. Feet are hips width distance apart or wider, and grabbing opposite elbows for ragdoll. Once again, gaze is through the knees, and you can rock your elbows side to side, sort of trying to get that mind-body connection. Bending knees as much as you need to here, but of course, the deeper stretch coming with the straighter legs. And the idea, the mind-body idea, is sort of imagining that you're bringing your forearms to touch the mat. If they can, that's amazing. But that's not the idea. It's more just mentally imagining them getting a little lower every time. And you can rock onto your balls of your feet and onto your heels. This is a little bit of a balance challenge if you actually lift the heels up and lift the balls of your feet up. Very minor, but might as well get in the swing of things. And then hold. Release your hands. Hands to shins for this first prepare pose, halfway lift. Tailbone pulling back, crown of the head pushing forward, shoulders wrapped, chest is nice and open, your back is flat. Exhale, fold. Toe heel your feet together, toes touch heels a little bit, maybe 1 inch apart. One more halfway lift, flat back, and exhale, fold. Soften those knees and go all the way up. Tall mountain, hands reaching to the ceiling. Pelvis forward. When you get to be a more experienced yogi, tall mountain is really a back bend, like this. But for now, you just want to, again, have that mind-body feeling. So the booty is tight, the pelvis is forward, the hands are reaching, and the shoulders are not by the ears. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center, and fold. Bending your knees so that your hands can come to the mat. Stepping back with your right foot, knee comes to the ground, and your left foot, finding yourself in a tabletop position. So in yoga, balance is so about the core. So we're gonna warm up our core a little bit with some bird dogs and modified bird dogs. So first, take your right arm out. It's parallel to your head. Your bicep is at your ear. Your palm is facing towards your head. And now left foot goes out. You can keep your toes on the mat. This is the modified pose. If you would like more, bring that heel up off the ground so that the left foot is parallel. You're looking down at your mat and everything is in a line. So wherever you are, inhale, stretch out, flex in that foot. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out, and again, you can take your foot down. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out and hold. Belly's in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hand comes down. Knee comes down. Take some interval cats and cows here. So cow, tailbone up, belly down, shoulders back, chest and gaze straight ahead. Starting from the pelvis, cat, tugging that pelvis, rounding the back, chin to chest, pushing into the hands, getting into those pesky shoulder blades. And then a couple more on your own breath. Remembering to breathe. And when you're ready, coming back to a flat back, tabletop position. Left arm goes up, bicep by the ear, palm facing toward the head. Right foot goes back, toes can be on the ground, or if off the ground, the foot is parallel to the mat and the leg is parallel to the mat and the foot is flexed. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Remembering that at any time you can put your foot on the ground. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out or toe down. And hold for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down. Knee comes down, right knee comes down, and push back into a child's pose and rest here for a moment. Breathing deeply. On your next inhale, pushing into the hands, raising the head, curling the toes under, and on the exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Taking a breath, inhale, exhale, getting into the pose. And then once again, walking feet toward the hands and coming into ragdoll. Now you stay oriented this way on your mat, but I am gonna face the camera so that we can start our balancing series. So have your chair or your couch nearby if you like, but for right now, we're gonna come into mountain pose, standing at attention, palms are forward, belly is nice and tight, booty is tight, the whole girdle, the whole core is tight, shoulders back and down. Pick some place that isn't moving, a spot on the wall to gaze at. That's your drishti, we call it, and that will also help you balance. For this first pose, we're going to take the modified balance pose. So this is standing hand to knee or hand to toe pose. So raise up your right leg. It remains bent, grasping the knee with the right hand. Left hand comes to the hip. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you can, move that right knee out to the right side. You can put your left arm to the side for balance. Tucking the pelvis, sucking in the belly. For an even bigger challenge, look to that left hand. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, everything comes back center. Exhale, it comes down. Shake it out. And we'll do the other side. So nice and tight, right leg is strong, left leg becomes light, girdle is tight, grabbing left knee with left hand, right hand goes to right hip for now. Inhale, exhale. Make sure those shoulders aren't scrunched. And if you like, bringing the knee out, opening up the hip. Right arm can come up, palm facing away from you. If you're stable here, moving your gaze to the right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, everything comes back to center, and there goes your yogi. Here's a good life lesson. You fall out of the balance, you get right back up. Inhale, exhale, foot comes down, shake it out. Now we can do that again, or we can go to the more advanced pose. Totally up to you. You know how you felt in that pose. So nice strong left leg, nice strong core, bringing that right knee up. Now, if you want to advance here in the pose, you grab your big toe with your peace sign fingers, and that knee goes out straight. Left arm can come out. If that leg isn't straight, that right leg, go back to the knee pose. But if it is straight and you feel okay, you can bring it out to the side. And again, there goes your yogi, falling out of it, come right back up. If you have more balance than I do, bringing your gaze to the left, and then inhale, coming straight ahead, and exhale, leg goes down. Shake it out. Balance is, as I'm demonstrating, Some days good, some days not so good. Weight in the right leg, nice and strong on the right side. Take that modified pose again. This is how we get strong. Or if you're feeling up to it, taking that more advanced pose. Nice straight left leg. If you're feeling it, out to the side. And your gaze can move if you feel stable. And then back to center. And there goes your yogi. You should be nice and balanced. That's the idea. Come straight back here, bending the leg, letting go of the bind, and coming back down into mountain pose. So, balance in yoga is like balance for life. You're gonna fall. Sometimes you fall, sometimes your balance is crummy. That's life. You just keep trying. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. It's pretty much my life philosophy. Okay, I am gonna turn around on my mat because I think this pose is a little bit easier to see from the side. We're gonna come into airplane pose. So if you have a block, bring your block to the highest setting, and you're gonna get nice and strong in that left leg. You're gonna lean into that block, and that right leg is gonna come up. Hard flex. Right leg is parallel to the ground or a little higher. There's a little bit of up dog in your chest, so it's almost a back bend. And then the left hand goes back. This is the modified pose. Gaze is not down at the mat. It's a little bit in front of the mat. That right foot hard flex, like you're trying to touch the ceiling with the back of your ankle, with your Achilles. Inhale, exhale, bring it down. And then bring it to the other side. Nice and strong in the left leg. Lifting that right leg up, letting it be, lifting that left leg up, letting it be heavy in the right and strong in the right. All the way up. Nice hard flex on that left leg. Parallel to the mat. And that right arm comes up behind you, palm down. Airplane on the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it down. Come back up to mountain pose. Maybe take some circles with your back, coming forward, coming to the right, coming back, coming to the left, maybe the other way. Just little circles originating from the waist to loosen up that back a little bit. And then we'll come back. So once again, we're going to use a block here. If you want to feel full airplane, start with the block and then move your hand off the block. So we're going to start, right leg is going to move up, nice hard flex, left arm up, palm down like wings. Get lighter on that right hand and fly. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Go to that block and the foot comes down and we come back up to standing mountain pose. Shake out your legs if you need to. Take some rolls with your back if you need to. Take some shoulder rolls if you need to. Moving that block to the left side. Left foot comes up, it's nice and light, you're heavy in that right foot. Right hand comes down, comes up, palms facing down. Nice hard flex in that left leg. Get light on the left hand if you want to try it. And the left arm floats back. Wobbling is okay. left hand comes down, left leg comes down, and let's take a break. Tabletop. You can take some cats and cows, or we can take a puppy, tailbone in the air like a puppy wanting to play, and arms reaching out. Chin comes to the mat, maybe even the top of the chest comes to the mat. Nice deep back bend. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Start to come out of it nice and gentle. And we'll take our last balance pose. So coming again to face, we'll come into tree pose. So start with hands at hips. Again, nice and strong in the left leg quad is engaged. Tree has many iterations, so you can stay on the ground and have the sole of your right foot kind of up against your left ankle, toes remain on the ground, and this is tree pose. If you would like to go for something a little bit more, you can bring your right foot to your left shin or your left side of your shin, making sure your hips stay open, your pelvis is tucked, your booty is nice and strong. That's tree level 2. Tree level 3, bringing that right foot all the way up into the left inner thigh. The goal here is to press with the right foot and press back with the left thigh. So you're creating sort of a bind here. And then come up, nice flat belly. Here's tree. The only thing on this level that you don't want to do is have your foot against your knee. I see that a lot. You don't want to do it. It's really bad for your knee. Tree number 4 is half lotus. That's the hardest. You bring that right foot up. You get the heel into that sort of crease between your thigh and your hip. You flex that foot hard, and then you let go with your hands. So I'm in more of a figure 4 here, but your advanced yogis can have it really high and come up like this. Whatever works for you, awesome. Find where you're gonna be, because we're gonna stay here for about 3 breaths. Again, if you fall out, no big deal. Just get back in it. Nobody's looking, literally, here. We're not even in an actual yoga class. The only people looking are you looking at me, and I've fallen so many times it doesn't bother me anymore. So, nice, strong left leg. Bring your right leg wherever it is that you would like. Find your drishti. Tuck your pelvis. Find that bind, that pressure on both sides. Hands are at your hips for now. Back is nice and straight. And if you like, you can make your tree branches go out. You can bring prayer hands above your head. You can work with movement and see whether you can maintain your balance while moving. You can take a mudra, thumb and index finger. Wherever you get, stay there. Inhale, exhale. And if you're swaying, don't worry about it. Trees sway. They're strong, but they sway. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Hands come to prayer or to your hips and shake it out a little bit. Same thing on the other side. You may find that the other side you need a different variation of tree, or you're stronger on that side. Most of us are stronger on our right leg, so you may find that that's true for you as well. So experiment with it wherever you can go. Get yourself there. Get there a little bit quicker this time. Hands on hips, belly is tight. You're giving that equal pressure in opposite directions to maintain that balance. Belly is in, pelvis is tucked, hips are open. And now go wherever you feel like going. You can bring your branches out, prayer over your head. You can bring your arms behind you and give yourself a shoulder stretch, pulling the shoulder blades together and knuckles down as hands are clasped. All kinds of things you can do, or just work with movement and seeing how that affects your balance. Get somewhere where you can remain still. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let that go. Wobble out your legs, wiggle out your legs, do what feels good. Coming back to our mats. Let's take a child's pose. So you can take here a restorative child's pose. So knees together, booty on your heels, and you can clasp your hands behind your back and just come down. This time, instead of forehead, crown of the head comes to the ground. Those knuckles can go up. This is a modified rabbit pose. You're looking at your knees, your chin is tucked. Breathe. You can also have your hands by your side, more restorative. And more breathing. So one more, we're going to do a seated balance, or a balance on the mat now instead of a standing balance. So a lot of people want, when they come to yoga, they're like, oh, I want to learn how to do a headstand. So we're going to try a tripod. If you have any trouble with your neck or head, or you get headaches, this is not the pose for you. So you can just stay in that rabbit pose, or you can take a happy baby. For those who would like to try tripod pose, you plant your hands. Your knees come about hips width distance apart, just like as if you were going to be in tabletop position. And then you bring your head to the mat. Your elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle, so you have a nice shelf here. And then you're gonna raise up, straighten your knees, and bring your knees toward those elbows. Find the elbows with the knees, and then maybe you lift one foot, and maybe that's all you do today. It is very important to have your drishti in this pose as well. Maybe you lift the other one. Maybe you can bring your toes together in this pose. If you can maintain this pose for 5 breaths, you should be ready to take a tripod headstand. So give that a try, play around with it a little bit. The key to tripod headstand is all in the belly. You really gotta, at least I really gotta grip that belly to get those legs up in the air. And again, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Not today. Oh well. So give that a try, and when you're done, don't try more than 3 times. We don't want to spend too much time on our head or our neck. When you're done, rolling over onto your backs and bringing knees to chest and rocking side to side, giving your back a nice relaxing massage, rolling your knees, making an infinity sign or a figure 8, or you can take both knees together. Make it feel good here. Whatever you do, take a reverse direction. And then we've done a lot of standing today, so I would like to do an inversion for 5 breaths. So you can take a modified inversion, that's waterfall. Hands are by your hips. Legs are up in the air. You're making an L with your body. If you need the support, again, no judgment here. You can grab your hamstrings, or you can put your hands underneath your booty if that helps you with this pose. This pose should be relatively relaxing, not super hard like you're working your abs like crazy. So make it feel good. Wherever you are, flex your feet hard, point your feet hard, hard flex, hard point, and then just let the feet go. And we're going to take 5 breaths in this inversion. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. If you'd like the back bend, you can take your legs down and swing them up, grabbing with both hands at the small of your back, bringing your legs behind your head and your feet behind your head for plow pose. If your feet touch, you're welcome to let go of your lower back and bring your hands down. Otherwise, hands supporting the lower back, and try to straighten the legs. This is also a compression pose, just like rabbit. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Come down one vertebrae at a time. You may rock a little. You can rock forward and back. You can rock side to side. You can take your feet on the ground, knees bent and windshield wiper. And then knees to chest. And take a happy baby, grabbing blade edges of feet, soles of the feet toward the ceiling. And you can rock in this pose as well, or you can take stillness. And then feet back to the floor. Knees are bent, opening up. Supta Baddha Konasana, supine cobbler's pose. Soles of the feet are together. Heels are as close to your pelvis or as far away as is comfortable. You can make a triangle, you can make a diamond, whatever feels good. You just want to feel the stretch in the inner thighs, but you don't want it to be in any way painful. You can give yourself a little assist here by placing a little bit of pressure on each inner thigh, either both at once, opening up the hips, or you can rock it, this one and then the other. And when you're ready to let gravity take its course, I recommend goalpost arms. So bring your biceps or your triceps to the floor. Arms are facing up, palms are away from you. You're at a 90-degree angle. And then you're just going to bring those tops of the hands down. It's a little extra bonus shoulder stretch in Supta. Close your eyes. If the shoulder stretch isn't working for you, bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. It's also fine. Inhale, exhale. We're going to stay in Supta for a couple of breaths. This is a pose that really benefits from a little bit of time because most of us, our knees are not anywhere near the ground, and gravity is helping us open up a little bit. Last breath, inhale, exhale. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs and just help your thighs close up a little bit. Bring knees to chest once again. Take whatever movement here feels good. Preparing for Shavasana. Make circles or rock side to side, or you can take those forward back rocks again. And bring feet to the mat, knees are bent, and then just baby steps. Let's walk those feet out till the legs are straight. And then let the feet flop open. And then take up space on your mat. My table is in the way, but you want to get to that place of having your legs apart just so that it feels completely natural. You can completely relax here. In terms of the hands, they can be by your hips, palms down or palms up. They can be one hand on your heart and one on your belly. They can be both on your belly. They can be stretched out overhead if that feels good to you. Wherever you would like to go, get there. And then we will remain there for 10 breaths. I'm going to get up. Don't look at me. You stay in Shavasana. Close your eyes and focus on that space between your eyebrows, your third eye. And we'll do a mantra Shavasana today. So on the inhale, I want you to think Sat. And on the exhale, Nam, Sanskrit for I am. And you can even, if you're alone, you can even say it out loud very quietly. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. And you stay in your meditative Shavasana for as long as you like. Be gentle and easy with yourself. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in this practice. I hope, as an antidote to Instagram yogis, that it was refreshing to see yogi fails, which you got to see a couple of times today. But that's okay. Failure is life, falling is life. How we prove ourselves is to show what we do when we do fall or we do fail. And yoga is so great for that. Just get right back on your mat. The light in me honors and bows to the light in each and every one of you. I wish you a beautiful week. Namaste.